Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and today we are checking out a new version of NeoFly. If you are interested in acquiring any of my Overkill's tutorial guides for Microsoft Flight Simulator, please consider joining me on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides, as well as any future updates and future guides that will be coming down the road. Link to Patreon can be found in the description below. Okay, everybody, again, welcome back. I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend, and I hope Monday is treating you well. Today, we are checking out NeoFly version 4, which is currently a beta version of the application. You can obtain this version by joining their Discord and doing a small donation. Now, I'm going to give you guys a look at their website here so you can see what those donation options are. So give me just a second. Let me pull that up for you guys. You guys know I always like to give you as much information as I can. So let's see what we got here. There it is. Let me hide that one. There we go. Okay, so again, you can just come here to the neofly.net and you would come over here to the donate button. Oh, it helps if you can actually see that. Good job, Mike. You guys need to I need to figure out a way for you guys to be able to yell at me like, dude, get your crap together. Like you're screwing up here. There we go. That'll work. I'll take that. All right. There is our donate button right there. And you can see you have a couple different options to donate. And guys, this is really a fantastic way of doing this. It's a way to engage you and support the developer and give you options and perks that you may not have had before. And they've got a bunch of different options and perks that I'll let you guys read through as you choose. And then you have just the standard NeoFly 3 options here as well. And you guys can remember I told you guys that the base software is free. However, there are a bunch of different add-ons that you can purchase for it as well. Now, this stuff is really cool. If you guys notice, if you already fly NeoFly 3 and you buy any of these, check this stuff out. Look what it's doing. It also gives you access to the NeoFly 4. Okay, so any one of these options, whether you purchase something here or if you just want to donate a little bit of cash, boom, you get it, right? So really awesome the way they're doing that there. I really appreciate that, especially for the NeoFly 3 purchases, because that gives you, that's a 2-for-1. That's a 2-for-1. I think I've mentioned before with NeoFly 3, which is what you guys have seen on the channel up to this point. I have recommended again and again to buy all of their expansion packs. I just think they're absolutely phenomenal, and it really enhances the software. Anyway. So now let's talk about NeoFly version 4. First off, look at this UI. It is completely different, you guys. Completely different layout. I think my first thing that I really enjoy right out of the gate is the job menu here. This is a much better layout for the job. So not only can you zoom in on the map, you can see what you're doing, right? You also get a full description here telling you what to do. You get your weights, got everything that you need, your direction of flight, all that good jazz right out of the gate, including the money that's going to be applicable to the flight. And then, you can just, again, it breaks everything down very, very easy. Now, let me show you guys something else that's really important for you guys to see, because I think this is a really huge part of what this is all about. So I want to expand a window. Give me just a second here. And this is going to be a shot of their Discord here. So give me just a minute here. Okay, so this is a clipping from their Discord channel, which, by the way, you can join the Discord directly from the website. This is in their announcements channel. I want you guys to pause the screen because I'm not going to make you guys suffer through my droning voice any more than you already have to. But definitely read through it so you can understand what the differences in the experience is supposed to be. So first off, I will still talk about a couple of highlights. The biggest highlight is you no longer necessarily have a time limit to when you have to land at a specific airport, when you have to drop something off. Just when you complete the job, that's when you get paid. The other thing is that I really enjoy, and it's happened to me a couple of times, is bad weather landing. When you're flying like a Cessna 152, 172, whatever, and you go into a destination that has a terrible storm, you now have the option to divert. Now, you've always had the option to stack missions, meaning that you can take one passenger. Let's say we're taking a passenger to Phoenix, but there's also a cargo mission that we could take from Tucson to Phoenix, right? We can do both those already. But now what you have the option to do is, okay, so you're taking your one passenger to Phoenix. Phoenix is under severe, terrible weather. Absolutely a terrible idea to land there for, in a Cessna 172, okay? So then we decide, all right, well, let's go ahead and divert, and we're going to divert to, I don't know, Chandler, okay? Let's say we're not going to make it, so we just stop at Chandler Municipal, which is right down the from an aircraft perspective, right down the street from Phoenix, but, it still works out. So we land at Chandler because it's unsafe to make it all the way over to Phoenix, right? While we're in Chandler, we're waiting it out. We're waiting out the storm, whatever it may be. Let's say that there's a cargo run on a different aircraft, or maybe even our craft. We have room. We can pick up a job that wants us to go drop a box off over at Ryan Airfield. We can go back to Ryan, and then take our go back to either Chandler Municipal, or let's say the weather's cleared up and now we can continue back onto Phoenix and take our passenger there. You have that option now. So you can pick up different locations, or if you just want to do a free flight. One of the biggest things that I really enjoyed about this particular model of application is that now, let's say you just wanted to go up and you want to do some traffic patterns, right? Your traffic patterns are lacking, like yours truly. I'm terrible with the traffic patterns. I really need to get better about it, like genuinely so. So I want to go up and I just want to do some traffic patterns. If I have NeoFly running, I'm going to continue to gain XP just for doing those traffic patterns. Okay, so they've really changed the game to, you have option A, which is to still do your missions just like we had in NeoFly 3, but now you've got that other aspect of anytime you're flying now, you can get experience points and boost your career in NeoFly anytime you're flying, as long as it's the aircraft that you are quote unquote owning in NeoFly, right? You can also rent aircraft in NeoFly, which I believe that was already previously an option, but you guys catch the gist, and hopefully by this point you have paused the screen and read through the description here. Really awesome scenarios here. So now let's get back into talking about the NeoFly add-on here. Let me get that off my screen there, minimize that, and let me start looking at this. So I really enjoy the way it's laid out. Why can't I move the screen? That's kind of annoying. We'll have to figure that out. And again, this is a beta, and they did say that, there's going to be issues and things like that. So you have a couple different ways to navigate. You can navigate down the side here or up here, go to hangar. Next lines, go to briefing. Okay, you can see what they've done here. They've really laid it out quite nicely. Okay, those are going to be your top 3 that you're going to be using. The hangar, the only thing that was a little upsetting for me, and not upsetting, sorry, bad verbiage. Bummed out. I got bummed out, and again, this is a beta version. Sorry, that was terrible verbiage. That is not what I meant. Was the aircraft options, and again, I think that has to do with the fact that it's a beta version, but it could be an XP thing too. But like, for example, I was looking for my Mooney that we were flying in NeoFly 3. So I don't see, based on any aircraft or airport that I've looked at, that the available options change in aircraft. But maybe that something comes down the line. But so I have yet to do a single flight in this. We're going to do that together. So just keeping that in mind, that could be something to worry about as far as the beta version. You may not have all of the aircraft yet, but obviously, again, they have a ton of time. So let's see here. Well, here, let's look at this. Next rank, second officer, new missions, deadline cargo, fragile cargo, secret passenger, parachute, and advertising. Okay, so it looks like new missions come with it, but I don't see anything about new aircraft. But let's go ahead and we're going to pick a flight here. I picked the DR400 as our aircraft of choice to start with. I've actually never flown this aircraft, so this is not a tutorial on the plane by any freaking means. We're just going to do this quick job here. It's just to take the aircraft up around the boneyard. So that's totally something that we can do. So let's see here. How do I accept the job? No qualification required. What does this button do? Add the selected job to the selected aircraft to see all the jobs you have assigned to this aircraft. All right, job added.
Hey pilot, time to strike a pose. We have some camera-happy guests to fly today. Show them the sights, please.
Wow. All right, go into the hangar.
Pilot from dispatch. Tourists are ready to board now. Did you bring your camera?
Okay, I think we're good. Go to briefing. It just says to fly, so I'm going to go ahead and minimize NeoFly for you guys. If anything critical comes up, I'll bring it back up. But let's get the aircraft going. I'm just going to do an auto start because, like I said, I've never flown this aircraft.
Clear.
So cut me some slack if I do something dumb in this aircraft.
All tourists are on board. Let's take some photos.
All right, we're going to take some photos. So,
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
oh, there we go. Now I can move that screen. Okay. All right, let me get track IR running here. Do. Make it easy to navigate today. All right. Yep, we're just going to fly it from the back seat. Let's get back up there. See, okay, I really hope there's only one passenger. Is that really a back seat? I don't think so. I think that's a cargo area. Maybe. What's that little bench all about? I literally know nothing about this aircraft, so I just wanted to do something other than the 150 or the 152. Okay, so what do we have? I think it's single simple is what this aircraft is. There's throttle. That's got to be mixture, right? Yep, that's mixture. Fuel selection. And you know what? I am going to disable FS Realistic because I think FS Realistic is what is affecting my zoom, because I did see that there was an update to it today that referenced that. So, all right. So I had a little camera malfunction there, so had to restart some certain parts. But so I got marked down. I started the engine without having my beacon or strobe light on. So I didn't have the beacon light on, and so I got docked points for starting the engine. So they even they mark you down for misbehaving. And if it's anything like the previous NeoFly, I know that I can get marked down for taxiing too fast as well. So have quite a long taxi ahead of us. We have to go all the way down to 29 right. That's 11 left in front of us to give you guys the idea. So we have about an 11,000 foot taxi to the other side. So I'll catch you guys as we make that turnaround. So quick correction, looks like the wind's actually shifted and now our departing runway is 11 left. So scored on that one. That airliner would not be landing on 11 right. 11 right actually used to be a taxiway. So I doubt he would want to land on that. It is very, very narrow. All right, off we go. I just got docked for the taxi speed. That's a lot of BS. I'm not taxiing, I'm taking off, bro.
Pilot, have a good flight and show the tourists the sights.
Although it did ask me to get clearance from the tower, so I'm willing to bet that has something to do with it. But I don't use the in-game ATC, so I'm going to have to look in to see if there's a way to stop that. turbulence there. Kind of an interesting little plane, isn't it? Look at that old fuel gauge. Huh. It's a nice little plane. Seems older, but it seems nice. Tiny little thing. Trying to set us up for like a right circuit around the boneyard. We would obviously have to request permission from Davis Monthan to enter the airspace. Ooh, baby. Bouncy day up here today. There's Tucson Electric Power. Come on, nose down. Nose down.
Transporter, you are less than 2 nautical miles from the POI. Stay under 1,000 feet.
Under 1,000 feet? So it's got the point of interest marker, not quite where it should be. So see if I can show you guys real quick here. You can see it's way up here when the boneyard is back here. So look, that's the boneyard right there. So I'm wondering if that's just a location bug, in which case I'll reach out to the developer and let them know, say, hey, you got the boneyard in the wrong spot here.
Okay, turn around the POI as close as possible until they are done taking pictures.
You guys missed all your good shots, I'm telling you.
Transporter from dispatch. Enough pictures for today.
All right.
Good job. You can come back.
Let's head back home. So it wasn't too bad. I guess I can kind of see where that would have worked, but I still think I'd move the point of interest location. I mean, that's You get much better shots, and you miss the whole back end of the air or the boneyard there. So it didn't really make a lot of sense to be taking the pictures from over there. Where did we depart? We departed from 1-1 left, didn't we? Let's turn around. The traffic actually looks really good lately. Gosh, Tucson looks phenomenal right now. Got a few enhancement packs for Tucson and from Flight Sim.2, and man, they made a huge difference. They really did. Pretty intense crosswind landing here, so let's keep that left wing dipped for now. Come back. Atta girl. Looks like the wind settled down a little bit.
That landing.
Yeah, I really did.
Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
All right. Not bad. Flaps coming up. They nailed me again for the damn taxi speed. They gotta fix that. The taxi speed warnings are getting old. I'm on the freaking runway and I got popped for it. Like, come on, man. I'll have to see if there's a way to adjust that in the settings. And again, by the way, guys, please keep in mind, this is a beta. I completely understand that. It says right in the notes that expect bugs and things like that. So I'll just report it to the devs. Not a big deal at all. I just hate being marked down. All right, clear the taxiway just about. Oh, got some rain coming down right there. That's interesting. And that's exactly what happens in Tucson, too. You could absolutely have 4 feet being rained on. The rest of the city's dry. Drives us all crazy. Bring it around here. I'm gonna try to put it in the hangar. Watch it be a static object. That would suck. Thunk. Let's see. Here we go. Cool. Nice. All right. Set the parking brake. And we should be able to just terminate the engine here.
Transporter, you can disembark the tourists.
I am. Alright, total flight XP 29 experience point. Your A qualification. Let's see. Let's pull this up so you guys can see it. So we got fuel usage, total XP, your A qualification score, 1 star, grant you an XP of 1 times, payload realism bonus granted, 4
The
XP.
tourists seem really happy with their trip today. We have been tagged in a social media post already. 5 stars.
Aircraft stress bonus granted, 6 XP, flight time 22 minutes. But see, it keeps noting for the taxi speeds. That was literally, I was still on the runway when it gave me that. So I have to let them know about that one. I'll definitely have to let them. And we only made $40 on that flight. That's a drag. But, hey, good times. I absolutely enjoyed that. I love this freaking application, and we're going to be testing out a few other things. I think on the next video, we're just going to go up and maybe do some touch and goes, things like that, and see what kind of XP it gives us. All right, guys, so I hope you're enjoying these so far. I certainly am. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.